Let's begin with two-step equations. There are 2 pages we'll do. We'll do 2 on each page together, and you'll do the rest on your own. One of the first things we're going to do before we do our 2 steps is we will first translate the words into math. From there, we'll do our 2 steps. It's nice how it breaks it down for us, the steps. Number 1, translate the problem. We'll do 2 together. A number divided by 2 minus 4 equals 3. A number divided by 2. Remember in algebra we use the bar for division. A number divided by 2 minus 4 equals 3. Decide if you need to add or subtract. Here is our variable term, so we're going to get the variable term by itself. We want to get this whole term right here by itself. In order to do that, we've got to get rid of the minus 4. So that means we're going to have to add 4 to both sides. So I'm going to circle that to show I'm adding. I'll do plus 4, plus 4. That gets rid of the minus 4. So now I'm left with my original term, my variable term, n divided by 2, got rid of the negative 4, equals 3 plus 4 is 7. So now for my second step. I'm sure you know exactly what to do here. Now that I got my variable term all by itself, now I want to get just the variable. Right now, I'm dividing by 2. I need to multiply that term by 2, and that will get rid of that, the divided by 2. So I will multiply both sides by 2, multiply both sides by 2. That cancels out. And I'm left with n equals 14. I guess I knew these steps so well I forgot to point them out to you. So it said decide if you need to add and subtract. We added. And then write the new problem. Decide if you need to multiply or divide. We multiplied. Write the value of the variable. There we go. Let's move over to number 3. This one's a little bit different, and I want to make sure we do this one together. 10 plus a number equals 11. 10 plus a number equals 11. All right, so to get our variable term by itself, we need to get rid of that 10. It's positive, so we will subtract. We'll subtract 10 from both sides. That cancels out. Step 3 says to write the new problem. I'm left with n equals 11 minus 10 is 1. Do I need to multiply or divide here? Nope, I don't. That is my answer. N equals 1. There's no coefficient, so I'm done. I solved for n. This is the only one like that. I don't know why they put that one in there. So it's a 1-step problem. All the rest are 2. We will do numbers 3 and 5 together. All right, we'll just do one at a time. Number 3 says 1 plus a number times 3 equals 4. 1 plus a number times 3. I'm not really going to put n times 3. I'm going to put 3 times n. Doesn't matter the order with multiplication. That's the standard way of putting it. 1 plus a number times 3 equals 4. All right, so step 2, decide if I need to add or subtract. Well, I want to get the variable term by itself. Here's my variable term, but I've got this 1 in the way. So I will subtract 1 from both sides. Now I write the new problem. That cancels out, and I have 3n equals 4 minus 1 is 3. Now, decide if I need to multiply or divide. In order to get my variable all by itself, I need to get rid of the times 3. The opposite of times 3 is divide by 3. So I will divide both sides by 3. That cancels out. I'm left with n equals, oh, I forgot to circle that. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay. Now on to our last one together. A number divided by 5 minus 8 equals 37. A number divided by 5 minus 8 equals 37. Decide if you need to add or subtract. Well, I have negative 8 with that, or minus 8, whichever. That means I will add. So I will add 8 to both sides. That cancels out. My new problem is n divided by 5 equals 37 plus 8 is 45. There we go. Now, do I multiply or divide? Right now, I've got n divided by 5. The opposite of divided by 5 is times 5. It's going to be a big number. So, let me write this over here. 45 times 5, 20, 22. 225. That cancels out. N equals 225. I would like to see you do the rest. This is, I really like the way this is presented. I think that it's a really good way to transition into two-step equations. So go ahead and do the best you can. Take your time. Don't rush. Write all the steps. The steps that I wrote here, these are the steps that you have to write. Do not do this in your head. Do not do this in your head. If you haven't written the steps, when I look at it, I'm going to have to send it back and have you redo it. So please write your steps.